Good morning. This is Judge Alyssa Perez presiding over the 210th District Court Criminal Docket for June 6, 2023. All matters being heard today are being heard in accordance with all emergency orders and directives regarding COVID-19. In addition to that, we are streaming all matters live via YouTube for public viewing. Mr. Marufo, would you call our next case, please?
Second to the last on page 10, Judge. Cause number 2022-0D04544, State of Texas versus Norma Aguilar Belman. Announcement of council, please.
Alyssa for the state. State is ready.
Good morning, Judge Mark Rosales. On behalf of Ms. Bellman, I'm also ready.
Okay, final hearing plea deadline. What's the rec?
The rec, Your Honor, is 4 AP, and I have complete paperwork.
Mr. Rosales?
That's true, Judge. That's exactly true, except I started having I guess not second thoughts, but worries about my client's immigration status. My personal opinion is she's not deportable, but as we reviewed it, I felt like I needed for her to get another opinion. It's not changing the plea, and I'm 99% sure that it's going to go through based on my research, but she has an appointment with Cynthia Carrasco on June 8th, and I was hoping we could set it maybe a couple of days after that.
You know, Mr. Rosales, I would be happy to do that, except I feel like the court's calendar is really going to be tight at that time. Can I reset you for about 30 days?
Whenever I was just saying a couple of days, Judge, because I mean, I don't want to delay things.
Understood. I have a good PR report from her. If it sounds like we're just covering our bases on the immigration end, just because of the court scheduling for the remainder of the month, I would like to reset you for 30 days.
Absolutely.
That'll put us probably closer to mid-July than in early July. And then if we can accommodate, if that gets cleared up and your plea paperwork is good, send it in. We'll try and fit you in sooner. But I just feel like the court's calendar is very busy for the remainder of the month. So,
no problem. The plea papers are done and everything's set. I just had, I don't know, you get those weird feelings sometimes and you doubt yourself. And that's how I felt about the immigration issue. So thanks for rescheduling.
Let's go to the July 18th, Myrna. Let's do July 18th. And I will have it at the 11 a.m. slot, just kind of anticipating that we're probably looking at a plea and we can do that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay. And then does that mean the jury trial is reset?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. May I be excused?
Thank you very much. You may.
Thank you.
Who's next?
Top of page 10, Judge. In cause number 2022-0D02074 and 2022-0D04649, State of Texas versus David Ahumada. Announcement of council, please.
Alyssa for the state. State is ready.
Maximiliano Daniel Munoz for Mr. Ahumada. We're ready to proceed as well, Your Honor.
What is the rec, Ms. Alexander?
I just made a new rec, Your Honor. AFV credit for time served, a misdemeanor, and it has been accepted. I will be sending plea paperwork out after hearings.
Mr. Munoz, where I lost you. Okay, there you are.
I'm here,
How quickly can we get this?
Your Honor. I'd like to do it on Friday because well, not on Friday. I'd like to do it on Thursday because Friday I take off and I'm gonna be gone for a week.
So that is unlikely to be able, I don't think I can fit you in. What I can do is either do it this afternoon at between 1:30 and 3, or we can do tomorrow, probably 9 a.m.
Okay, let me see. Let's do it today and this afternoon, Judge.
Okay, we'll see you later today. And if not, just plan to come on. If you're not here in person with your client, just plan to come on the Zoom or let us know and see if we can do the Wednesday 9 a.m.
We will be there this afternoon, Judge. And well, if we're going to be there this afternoon, that we can get the plea papers there in the court. So
Absolutely.
okay, thank you, Your Honor. May be excused.
May 1:30 today. Thank you very much. Who's next?
Bottom of page 10, Judge. Let me bring in this gentleman. In cause number 2022-0D01706, State of Texas versus Richard Alexander Dominguez. Announcement of council, please.
Alyssa for the state, covering for David Vandenberg. State is ready.
And good morning, Your Honor. Melissa Warwick on behalf of Mr. Dominguez, who is present via Zoom, and we are ready.
Okay, and we're scheduled also for a final hearing plea deadline. Okay, I don't know why I couldn't find it. What's the rec, Miss Elizalde?
Your Honor, I believe we offered deferred and it was rejected, so both sides do see it as a trial. Now, I'm glad Ms. Warwick is on here because I'm going to say the information I have, which is the following. It is my understanding that both sides are not prepared to move forward. We just provided new discovery to Ms. Warwick that was provided by our CW. And my understanding is we were going to ask the court to reset the outcry and the jury trial. That is the information I have, Ms. Warwick.
Actually, I haven't gotten the new evidence yet, Judge. What Mr.
Okay.
Vandenberg told me was that it would be provided sometime this week. I have not received it yet, so I just want to clarify on the record that I do anticipate that they will be disclosing it, but we haven't had a chance to see it. We have no idea what it is, and so we are in agreement with resetting the trial and the outcry hearing to accommodate this new evidence that they are going to provide.
So that kind of gives me, well, let me see some type of motion for continuance if it's agreed to, filed by the state, that I don't see. And I guess I'm a little in the dark as to how quickly I can reset you. And that's because I don't know what we're talking about here. I don't know if it's something that's going to require the Ms. Warwick need a little more time than normal.
The nature of the discovery is basically a letter given to the outcry witness right before. What I will say, Your Honor, is it's basically a letter addressed to the outcry witness describing some of the allegations. That is the understanding that I have. We do have it, so we'll be able to send it fairly quickly. Your Honor, but I was also wondering if the court, and I don't know if Ms. Ward thinks differently, if we could get a special setting for this. It is a child sex case.
So go ahead, Ms. Warwick.
I have no opposition to a special setting, Your Honor. I understand they're telling me it's just a letter, but I have no idea what the contents are. And it sounds like it is going to affect both the trial and the outcry hearing. So I would defer to the court. I would just like to make the court aware I will be turning in vacation certificates. I will be out of town July 10th through the July 15th and out of the country August 18th through August 30th.
So I was hoping, Ms. Hernandez, if you could please look, so get your motion for continuance filed. I'm not hearing any opposition, so that will be granted. I'm hoping we can possibly look at Myrna the 21st, which of course would include the 20th. So the Thursday, Friday. Know that if we're going to set this, we're going to set this with two days of jury panels. I'm thinking July 2021 or 27-28. Just that, I'm not sure if that conflicted with your first vacation. I don't think it did.
It does not, Your Honor.
Myrna, are those dates available? I feel like we haven't set too many special settings, but I could be wrong.
The 21st is available, Judge?
Okay. I don't think we have anything before that. Do we have anything specially set on the 28th? I may have done something there. I think Mr. Yanez had a client on that day.
There is a civil matter that's specially set, Judge.
Let's go with the 21st. So let's go the 20th and the 21st of July. And so then I think we also would need to have the outcry on the 19th. If we don't have anything in the afternoon, we can do 3 o'clock. If something in terms of these last minute developments changes the timetable, please let us know sooner than later. I think it's just kind of lucky that I have a few in July, some room in July, but I feel comfortable saying after that, August to the end of the year, we are unlikely to have a time when we can specially set you. I mean, I could make you special, but you would really be second special. So I don't know how useful that is. What I'm telling you is if we can't get it to go in July on these dates, we may be looking at 2024, okay?
Okay, thank you, Judge. I'll get that motion in.
Perfect. Anything else?
Not from us, Your Honor. May we be excused?
You may. Thank you very much, as may your client, Mr. Dominguez.
you,
You're
Judge.
excused. Take care. Who's
Have a
next?
good day.
Page 11, Judge.
Okay.
In cause number 2022-0D04561, State of Texas versus Robert Noe Guajardo. Announcement of council, please.
Elianelli Salde for the state, covering for Mr. Vandenberg. The state is ready.
Chris Anchondo on behalf of Mr. Guajardo, Judge.
Okay, oh, I'm just seeing, I don't think I had seen, there's a state's motion for continuance filed on May 31st.
Yes, Judge, and I'm in agreement with that. I've talked to Mr. Vandenberg about that.
What's the rec, Ms. Elizalde?
10 TC.
Good.
Did I hear 10 TDC?
That's
Mr.
what's
Anchondo,
important.
you always get all these TDC recs. What's going on?
They're
Nobody
all
likes me.
10, I've noticed.
No,
They're
nobody
all-
likes me.
All right.
They force me to trial, Judge. They force me to trial.
All right. I see if it's not opposed. Is this our first setting?
This is our first setting, Judge.
So that'll be granted. I'm going to, he's not in custody, so I'm gonna set it just with our regular new recent.
That's fine,
Myrna,
Judge.
Myrna, do you know where we are in terms of those? Like what our
End of
regular
October.
October? Okay. I even feel like, I mean, that might be our next regular reset, Mr. Anchondo, but just FYI, Ms. Elizalde as well. I think we have a lot of special settings in those months. So please just know that.
Don't worry, Judge.
They're
In this
awesome.
case, I think hopefully me and Mr. Vandenberg can there's been new developments in it, so hopefully we can come to some type of agreement. Maybe we don't even reach trial.
Okay, so agreed motion for continuance. Got it. Granted. Thank you very much.
Thank
Mr.
you, Judge.
Anchondo, if you don't have anything else, you're excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Who's next? Take care.
Top of page 12, Judge.
Mhm.
In cause number 2022-0D04533, State of Texas versus Luis Adrian Hernandez. Announcement of council, please.
Elianelli Salde on behalf of the state, covering for Mr. Vandenberg. State is ready.
Good morning, Your Honor. Tom Hughes for Mr. Hernandez. I'm ready to proceed.
Okay, what is the rec in this case, Ms. Elizalde?
The current rec is 10 TDC, Your Honor. I have reached out to opposing counsel fairly recently, so not too long ago, but I'm unsure if there's any counter at this point or if we will be moving forward on Friday.
Okay, a couple of things. I received the state's notice of extraneous offenses, which is extensive. I called my client in and he's never been arrested before. It's a different Luis Hernandez. I sent close to a month ago, I think May the 18th, I sent an email to Mr. Vandenberg or I talked to him on the phone. I said, you need to run the rap sheet again because I know that's having a great effect on an impossible offer from the district attorney's office because it's a very extensive rap sheet. And my Luis Hernandez has never been arrested, and he's never been deported. He's an American citizen. The Luis Adrian Hernandez that I received a notice on has been deported as an alien. So anyway, and besides that, Judge, I don't want to discuss it too much, but I went to the clinic yesterday to give some blood for my scheduled checkup. And they called me today and told me I have to go back. And they called me and told me I have to see the doctor at 9:20 Friday morning. I'm not exactly sure. I've been having some health symptoms. So I filed a motion. I filed a motion for continuance yesterday because I found out from my doctor that he may put me on the sidelines for a while.
Understood. And so what is the state's, any opposition to the motion for continuance?
No, Your Honor, no opposition, and we'll look into that record issue.
So we're going to get you a new slate of dates. The continuance will be granted unopposed. I believe this is our first setting.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
We're going to do the same thing, Mr. Hughes, which is put you on our regular trial track and see where you all end up for the next trial setting. Okay.
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate the court's and the DA's consideration. Thank you.
No worries. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Who's next?
Staying on page 12, Judge. Because number 2022-0D04654, State of Texas versus Diego Luevano. Announcement of council, please.
Elianelli Salde, covering for David Vandenberg. State is ready.
Good morning, Your Honor. Daniel Gonzalez on behalf of Mr. Luevano. Ready?
Final hearing plea deadline. What's the rec?
Your Honor, the rec is 3 deferred. However, there was a condition that defendant was to enroll in BIP first, which I believe has been done.
Yeah, that's correct, Your Honor. This is the case. In a matter of fact, Your Honor, we were set last week. But between my calendar and the court's docket, we had it for his motion to recall warrant. I have Mr. Levano here with me, Your Honor. Because he had picked up a new charge and failed to report to the hearing. One of the conditions that I had spoke with the DAs was he enrolled in BIP. He has enrolled in BIP. I just sent him the course record. He's done about, I want to say 5 or 6 classes. Probably he's got like 24 classes left. Is that correct, Mr. 19 classes left, Your Honor. But he's been compliant, been doing what he's supposed to. Been laying low, he's been working. And I know I had to ask court to withdraw the warrant so I could turn around and try to plea him out, Your Honor. See if we can work it out. Because he picked up a harassment charge against a complaining witness is the reason the court became upset.
So that so you're telling me we were set to on the motion to recall last week and that one didn't happen?
Yeah, it didn't happen, Your Honor. I was cut in 2 other courts and then I ran across to go see you. And then you were in a hearing. I waited online till about 12:30. I know the court was real busy that day.
Miss Elizalde? So he picked up that harassment. That's at least part of the reason why we pulled the bond. Let me go to the failing to appear. He failed to appear here for May 2nd. Thank you, Jasmine. And he's here today?
He's here with me right now. Yes, Your Honor. And he was here at the last time. He's been in my office about 6 times. Been working
Did you
real hard.
check in, Mr. Marufo, this week?
Yes, Judge, he did yesterday.
Miss Elizalde, do you have any position on that motion to recall?
No, well, I have no position for the motion to recall since we are taking care of both, is my understanding from Mr. Vandenberg.
What kind of bond was he on before? Just straight PR?
I believe so, Your Honor. I'm sorry, I don't have that with me.
He was on a 10,000 PR, Jasmine? Is that what it was, or? Yeah.
No, Judge, so he was on a surety bond and it looks like it was 24-hour bail bonds that posted it for him. This was on 12/3/2021.
And he posted a surety bond on the harassment. What I want is, are we talking about, okay, so I have him on assault of a pregnant person, and then we get a violation of a protective order. So that's same CW. Is the same CW the on the harassment?
Yes, Your Honor.
So what's the relationship there?
Mother of his children, Your Honor. Of his child.
But they don't live together. They don't.
No, they don't. They're not talking. They're not living together ever since his last incident. So
Is there, I would imagine there is no protective order at this time. Is that right?
that's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and recall the KPS in this case. However, I'm gonna place him on a $10,000 PR bond. He is to report monthly. And he is to have no, is there any reason? Yeah, they have kids, but no
Your Honor,
offense.
he's avoided all contact. I've advised him until we get this matter resolved and he gets a family attorney that he needs to set that up because I want to.
But does he see the kids? I mean, how is he?
He has not seen the child in a while, Your Honor.
Okay, so no contact with the complainant. Remain 200 yards from her residence or place of business. Is he working, Mr.
Yes, Your
Gonzalez?
Honor. Yes, Your Honor, he is working.
So we're also going to put a curfew on him from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. unless he is working or going to school. Are there any allegations of any kind of alcohol or substance use, Ms. Elizalde?
Let me, just a second, Your Honor.
I don't believe so, Your Honor. Oh, Your Honor, he does work from 6 to 10 p.m., but I told him as long as he's working, he's fine, right?
Correct.
Well, it goes to school from 6 to 10 p.m., Your Honor.
That's fine.
No, Your Honor, from the facts in the report, I didn't see anything regarding or relating to alcohol.
Okay. And part of his PR conditions are going to be that he complete that BIP program. That's what he's doing, right?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. The original recommendation was that he complete BIC as part of the plea, but it's up to the court how you want to handle it.
I want to include it on his bond conditions, so it'll be on there. It looks like then we are resetting, he has 19 classes. How long does it take to do 19 classes? Is it like 19 weeks or how does that work on BIP?
19 weeks, Your Honor.
So that's not going to even help. Let me do the math.
No, I'm
let's
sorry,
see.
Judge.
That's 5 months. He needs 5 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to be coming back on December 5th. We're going to reset this for December 5th. Final hearing plea deadline with the trial date December 8th. And then we'll get him settings leading up to that trial date to keep track on the BIP status. Okay?
That's fine, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you very much. Who's next?
Bottom
Excuse
of
me,
page
Judge.
12, Judge. In cause number 2022-0D04669, State of Texas versus Luis Manuel Meraz. Announcement of council, please.
Eliana Elizalde for the state. State is ready.
Joseph Vasquez representing Mr. Meraz, and we're ready.
What's the reference, Elizalde?
It is 1244B, 15 days, or to deferred with the mental health caseload.
Mr. Vasquez?
Judge, I'm going to ask for a continuance. I've been negotiating the case and working up the case, and I feel that I need to file a notice of intent to use insanity as a defense. And I'm asking, I haven't filed a motion, but I'll file it today. And I would ask for the continuance so that I can do that.
Did he check in, Mr. Marufo?
Yes, Judge, he did.
Okay. All right, Ms. Elizalde, I don't see a motion yet, but state's position. Is this your first setting?
Yes, Judge.
It is. The state is unopposed, Your Honor.
Okay, please file your motion, Mr. Vasquez. I can review it.
I'll get it filed today.
All righty. Thank you very much. Who's next?
Thank you.
Page 13, Judge.
Mhm.
In cause number 2022-0D04557, State of Texas versus Edgar Santiago Munoz. Announcement of council, please.
Eliana Elizalde, covering for Preston Benson. State is ready.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jose Montes for Edgar Munoz. We're ready.
We are set for final hearing plea deadline. What's the rec?
Your Honor, plea papers were sent. I am getting, Mr. Montes, can you let me know what the rec is? I just got asked to cover.
What's that, Ms. Elizalde?
What was the rec on the plea papers?
It was 280 days, I believe, Judge. And he's done 288, I believe.
Okay, so have you been able, did you just get those? How soon can we
They've
send
been
you?
submitted to Mr. Munson and to the court, Judge.
Do we have them?
Yes.
Mr. Marufo? I don't know that maybe I did. I don't know. It's been busy. 20D04557. Maybe we did receive them. Do we have a waiver of arraignment? Yep, there it is. I don't see any plea papers. Marufo, do you see any?
No, Judge, I do not.
Myrna, can you check on those, please? Let me see. We're on June 6th. How about we set him for June 20th for a plea at 3 p.m.
That's perfect, Judge.
Okay.
He's in
We'll
custody.
resend the documents if they haven't been received, Judge.
To Mr. Marufo. So I'm going to reset that for a final hearing plea deadline with a trial date. And if we have plea papers, that'll be at the 3 p.m. slot. If we have plea papers, we'll do the plea. If not, we'll see where we are. Okay.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
You may. Thank you.
Thank you, Honor.
Okay. Who's next?
Up on page 17, Judge. In cause number 2022-0D04677, State of Texas versus Jesus Romero. Announcement of council, please.
Eliana Elizalde for the state is ready.
Veronica Teresa Lerma, Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Romero, we are ready.
Oh, bear with me. What page is this on?
Page 17, Judge.
Okay, 17. Got it. Good morning, council. Final hearing plea deadline. Let me get the rec. I'm just seeing, I think, a. No.
Okay, so on Romero, I am also covering for BPU. My understanding is that plea papers have been sent. And the rec that I see on portal.
Is 5 deferred.
Correct.
And we've already sent over the plea papers, Judge, and requested a hearing.
Is he, why do we have a warrant out here? Is it ours?
Oh, let me know, because I don't know that he has a
Let
warrant.
me make sure I'm on the right case. Hold on, because I was bouncing back and forth from two.
Okay.
people. No, this is the right one. Miss Welch, can you tell me if this is ours? It does have a warrant on here.
So he has 2 active warrants, but they are not from us. It looks like they're from the Justice of the Peace.
Oh, okay. Okay, this one didn't ring a bell.
Okay.
Let's see. Well, Mr. Marufo, did we receive plea paperwork?
I'm checking, Judge. I don't see it yet.
Myrna, if you would check as well. Miss Irma, they were already sent over
Yesterday, Judge.
yesterday? Okay.
I'm checking it.
I'm thinking we do this one on the 20th as well. But we can do that at 11 a.m. since he's not in custody. And if you all will communicate, please, with Miss Lerma, if we do not have those, or if you just want to resend them, Miss Lerma, it might be easier to do it that way.
Yes, Judge, so the court can find them easier.
Yeah, easier. We'll do that in person. Yes, ma'am.
Judge, I do have a 9:30 outcry hearing over at the Juvenile Detention Center.
Okay.
I don't know if I'll be able to make it back by 11.
Let me ask you, I did see, I mean, I knew we had kept that date and I really just wanted to make the court available to you all for whatever you might need. Is it going to be substantive? Like, will we need a little more time? Okay, we do have plea papers on Romero. Okay, we'll still do it at the same time, June 20th at 11 a.m. We do have those those plea papers. I could probably, so that's, I guess, my question. Do you need to be here? If so, I can probably move you to a 1:30 slot today. But if not, and if you're comfortable, just if you're not able to make it.
Is it in person or by Zoom, Judge?
I believe it's in person.
Okay.
If it's at 11 a.m., do we have him in person, Mr. Marufo?
Yes, Judge.
I have it down as an in-person hearing.
Okay. That's fine, Judge. I'll keep it that way so it doesn't disturb the court schedule, and I'll figure if I can't make it, I'll send somebody to cover for me.
Okay, let me know. Let us know. We'll
Okay.
be. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, who's next?
Top of page 18, Judge.
Mm-hmm.
In cause number 2022-0D04526, State of Texas versus Horacio Salazar. Announcement of council, please.
Eliana Elizalde for the state is ready.
Good morning, Your Honor. Victor Serrano on behalf of Mr. Horacio Salazar, ready?
And Mr. Salazar is he in custody? He sure is.
Judge, on the 4th.
I was gonna say the docket didn't show that he is, but he is in jail. Okay.
Yes,
What's a rec, Ms. Elizalde? What's he in custody for?
it was a warrant, Judge, for PR violation.
Oh, okay. What's a rec, Ms. Elizalde?
Your Honor, the rec, I don't think they sent out a new one, but I believe it was deferred. Just confirming.
Yeah, it's 10 DAP, Judge.
And
Yes.
what are we doing?
Judge, my client has decided to decline, Your Honor.
Declined.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you ready for trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We only have you down for the 9th. So we'll leave you pending. We'll leave you pending. We have a special setting this week, but we'll leave you pending.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Who's next?
May I be excused, Your Honor?
You may.
Thank you.
Bottom of page 18, Judge.
Mhm.
In cause number 2021-0D01829 and 2022-0D04766, State of Texas versus Jesus Soto. Announcement of council, please.
Eliana Elizalde for the state on the probation matter ending in 1829, and I'm covering for VPU in clause number 4766. State is ready.
Good morning, Your Honor. Luis Yanez on behalf of Mr. Soto. We're ready.
Okay, so we have final hearing plea deadline. What is the rec?
Your Honor.
Judge, I'm sorry to interrupt. I understand that the state was going to follow whatever the BPU unit was going to do. And Mr. Preston just conveyed a new offer this morning of 6 years TDC.
And the information I have, Your Honor, is that Mr. Bunsen is going to send plea paperwork out today, and on the probation case, we would just ask that it track the 6 TDC.
Mr. Yanez, have you had a chance to talk to your client about it?
No, Your Honor, I did have permission prior to that, and that's why I asked for the plea papers to accept the 6-year TDC unless he changes his mind.
Can I bring you back on June 20th, final hearing plea deadline? And I'll set that at the 3 p.m. docket. It would be without a trial setting, but it just to, have us kind of be on track. If he accepts it, then we'll have an opportunity to do the plea. If not, I'm going to have to find a spot to put him in because he's in custody. So
Definitely, Your Honor.
Okay.
I'll go make my way to the annex and try to get them done. If I do, I'll send them over to the court right away.
Okay.
Mr. Yanez, can I send steps and waivers as well? I'm assuming you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
Sounds good.
the audio is getting funky. So it's going to be June 20th at 3 p.m. And if we don't have a plea and a plea of true, then we will reset you for trial. Sound good?
Sounds good, Your Honor.
Thank you.
We'll see you in person at 11, Judge. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Who's next?
Back to page 14, Judge. Top of page 14. In cause number 2022-0D04659, State of Texas versus Luis Alexander Oriantes Navas. Announcement of council, please.
Eliana Elizalde for the state. State is ready.
Rick Huffman on behalf of Mr. Orantes, we are ready.
Bear with me. Let's see. Final hearing plea deadline. Ms. Elizalde.
The rec is dismissal for 200 hours of community service. My understanding is that has been accepted and a motion to continue should have been filed by the defense.
I do see that, so I'm assuming you're unopposed.
I'm unopposed.
Mr. Huffman, you got your motion filed before the hearing.
I was scrambling, Judge. I was scrambling. I'm not in the office. I've got the flip.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I got it done.
No, I'm taking credit for that too. I'm taking credit for it.
Well, it was filed today, but still, it's there. It's an odyssey. Wow. So I don't want to say this, but maybe you should get sick more often. Anyways, okay. So how long does he need to do 200 hours of community service?
Judge, he said he's gonna do it fast. I would say conservatively, 4 months would be probably good time.
All right, we're going to reset you 4 months out. Myrna, let's get him a new final hearing plea deadline and a new trial date with a final judges conference 30 days before that, so we can see where he is.
Yes, sir.
His community service. All right. Okay. Next.
Staying on page 14, Judge. In cause number 2022-0D04461, State of Texas versus Raymond Jr. Ornelas. Announcement of council, please.
Eliana Elizalde, state is ready.
Rick Huffman on behalf of Mr. Was that Ornelas?
Ornelas. Mhm.
Yeah.
And Mr. Ornelas is also appearing remotely. Mr. Ornelas, I'm going to go ahead and mute you for right now. We're set for a final hearing plea deadline. What's a rec?
3 deferred conditions on portal.
Mr. Huffman?
Judge, my client has rejected that offer and we are ready for trial.
Okay, we'll get you plea papers. As I reminded the other one of the other attorneys. We have a special setting, so may not go, but we will get you what you need. All right, anything else?
Nothing further from the defense.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Ornelas. I'll refer you to your attorney. Who's next?
Page 16, Judge.
Mhm.
In cause number 2022-0D04550, State of Texas versus Patrick Dominic Rodriguez. Announcement of council, please.
Eliana Elizalde covering for Preston Munson, BPU. State is ready.
Rick Huffman on behalf of Mr. Rodriguez, we are ready.
And is that your client there? Okay, looks like he's still
Yes, it
connected
is.
to audio. Okay, so he's appearing remotely as well. What's the rec? Ms. Elizalde?
My understanding is the rec is 5 AP and that plea papers have been sent.
Your Honor, we just got that offer today, and I don't know if I've received the plea paperwork, but that is correct. We have accepted that offer. And we would ask the court to possibly allow us to come in on Thursday to plea.
Oh, you know what? Plea papers to be sent.
Okay. Look, this one even has a waiver of arraignment filed. Wow.
File that one.
Wow. What's the warrant? What's the warrant about, Ms. Welch?
Oh.
Can you tell me?
It's out of a misdemeanor court, Judge. It's not from our court.
Okay. So on this one, Mr. Huffman, I'm sorry, what was the rec? Ms. Elizalde? I didn't write it down.
5 AP, Judge.
Okay. Okay, so this is one I feel comfortable putting on June 20th for a plea at 11 a.m. Mr. Huffman, are we looking at a plea?
We are, and I will definitely get that misdemeanor sorted out from now in between then.
Okay, Mr. Rodriguez, we're going to reset you so your attorney can discuss with you the offer, the plea paperwork. He's also going to look into that warrant that is apparently coming out of the misdemeanor courts. I'm resetting you for June 20th for an in-person plea hearing at 11 a.m. And I will refer you to your attorney for anything else. Thank you, Mr. Huffman. Thank you, Mr. Rodriguez. You're excused. What's next?
Page 18, middle of page 18, Judge.
Mhm.
In cause number 2022-0D04530, State of Texas versus Jonathan Joel Salcido Beltran. Announcement of council, please.
Eliana Elizalde for the state. State is ready.
Rick Huffman on behalf of Mr. Salcedo, we are ready.
Final hearing. Yep, final hearing plea deadline, Ms. Elizalde.
Dismissal for BIP, that has been accepted, and a motion for continuance should have been filed by defense, and I am unopposed.
Your Honor,
And your client is appearing remotely. Yes, sir.
and we're asking the court to respectfully grant that motion for continuance to allow. Mr.
Is it the
Salcedo.
first setting as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, is he already enrolled in BIP?
No, not yet. We'll get him
How
enrolled.
many? It's 26 weeks. Is that how long BIP is?
24.
Okay, so we're gonna set him. Ooh. We're gonna set him for January 9th. Where is it? 2024. That'll be final hearing plea deadline with a January 12th trial date. We're gonna do a final judges conference on December 12th at 10 a.m. to check the status of his BIP progress. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
No, not from the state, Your Honor.
Mr.
And
Huffman?
that waiver, it should, it's on its, well, it's been filed, it just has not been accepted yet.
The waiver of arraignment or a waiver of what?
Waiver of arraignment on
Okay.
Salcedo. And,
Right.
no, I'm sorry, on Orantes and Ornelas.
Okay, Mr. Salcedo, we're resetting your trial for this week so that you can complete the BIP class. I'll let you know that is, takes a minute, which is why we're pushing you into 2024. But I'm coming back right at the time when you should be done if you stay on track. If you get off track, if you're not doing those classes, believe me, I'm not inclined to accept the state's rec. Okay, so I'm allowing you the time to get that dismissal through taking this class, but you have to be diligent about doing that. Otherwise, you're gonna be up at trial or whatever other rec the state makes. So I've given you the time to do it, but don't mess around. Just take the class, okay? Mr. Huffman, I'm sure if he has any questions about BIP and how they are about bouncing them out, I mean, they're very strict about all that stuff. So just make sure you convey that. And the motion for continuance is unopposed will be granted and reset accordingly. Mr. Salcedo, I'm going to go ahead and remove